pleasure down to play with the sexy, scaly bots. Super sexy skeletons will bone you down tonight. Bump and grind and rattle, and they're fun and worth the fright.
Hello and welcome to the Roll for Hotness podcast. My name is Lucas Quinn and I am your DM. And with me, I have a band of adventurers who are ready to face the horrors of the day. Say hello, heroes.
Hello.
And who do we have with us today?
Hi, this is Javi, and I'm playing Rannagon. My tidbit is that Rannagon is actually ashamed of a part of his body, but I won't tell you which one.
It's okay, we all are.
Well, we're striving for body positivity here, so...
This is true. We love you as you are. After all, you did roll a 17 last session.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, we got you, Rannagon.
Well, maybe he's hiding that body part.
Oh.
Is it behind his hair?
We'll find out.
Okay, all right.
Hi, I'm Yuki, and I play Reiya. And a little tidbit about Reiya is that her happy place is in a garden.
That sounds pleasant.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to find her a garden to just kind of take a nap in or something.
I can show you my greenhouse sometime if you would like.
A garden?
Yes.
A garden that she can eat fish at?
There's a koi pond for snacks.
A garden and a buffet.
Perfect.
I'm Femi, and I play Venhareth, and I identify as God. That is my tidbit. No follow-up questions. Again. Thank you.
Identify as what?
God. God.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Oh my god.
Well,
Wait.
Hey, you all might
G.O.D.?
have questioned God. Isn't that what you're
God.
not supposed to do? So, no questions.
No questions.
all right.
No.
We found
Absolutely
Rannagon, the
not.
god to follow.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, wait.
I-
So God has never done a successful lobotomy?
Oh no!
Oh no.
It's a work in
I'm
progress.
scared that God's tried.
Wow, there's a lot to uncover here.
Yeah. I'm Rough, and I'm playing Riley. And a little tidbit about Riley is that during her misadventures, at one point she was polymorphed into a raccoon, and the last thing to go away was the tapetum lucidum. So she occasionally still has nightmares where she sees her reflection and her eyes flash. And she thinks she's going to turn into a raccoon again. Well, maybe nightmares isn't the right word. Depends on her mood. Some days it's exciting.
So we've got PTSD and body dysmorphia today.
Great.
Yeah.
The whole package.
It's less that being the raccoon was like traumatizing and more like Riley likes to talk, and when you're a raccoon, you can't really talk very well. So that felt very limiting.
see.
But if she could be a fuzzy small creature and talk, that could be fun.
Okay, well, that's going to happen.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Last episode, we met 4 new adventurers in the city of Host, a bustling center of commerce and exchange. We first met a human tiefling paladin named Rannagon, who was taking a new mercenary job from the Fair Coin Brigade, an organization who practically runs the city. Rannagon was tasked to accompany a summer fae named Eldagon from the port and was instructed to wait outside of his meeting place once they arrived there. We met the human bard Riley, who was trying to appease her betting nature by getting into what was believed to be a warehouse with high-stake betting rings within it. After being redirected to obtain a pass from Madame Vatrice, she found that her business in the market was closed. We joined Venhareth, a human artificer, on a journey into the market to obtain a magical item called the Cloak of the Ethereal that their parents had purchased in advance. After being escorted by a shield of Zaldin named Timon, Vin found the item shop that they were looking for. Then we came across the Ojai tiefling Reiya, who had just arrived by boat from the Ojai Islands. After trying to help a satyr named Daughtry, who worked for the satyr post, she wandered through the city with him to his delivery destination. It all came together after these adventurers were alerted to a caged skeleton in an alleyway. After some investigation, their attention was driven back to the main street of the market, where multiple skeletons were moving about. To their surprise, a dull, arcane mark on the skeleton's head became active, and they were now acting very humanoid. Once insulted and damaged by the spell Vicious Mockery, Jerry the Skeleton cussed and revealed these skeletons weren't so normal after all. Realizing the adventurers were aware of that fact, the skeletons moved together to attack them, and that is where we are now. So, shambling up the street at the four of you are these 5 skeletons which move with purpose towards you. They have various weapons in their hands, all variations of swords, except one that has an axe. That one you see is missing one of its hands. Jerry, the one who spoke up, is right next to Rannagon. You see he let go of an old woman that was in his grasp. He points the blade towards you, Rannagon. Why don't you drop the blade, kid? Make it easier for all of us.
Wait. Why are you talking to me?
You just drop your blade, and we'll answer your questions.
Can I look around and see if there's still skeletons chasing people?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
11.
All right, with an 11, you're kind of getting blocked a little bit by Jerry. You can see that there's some trouble like further back in the market, but it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on. But you do see like movement down the street.
If you want me to drop my weapon, why don't you get your friends to stop?
Oh, no. You already lucked out once today. Don't miss another chance at staying alive. Drop your weapon.
I don't think so. I'll attack him.
You see, go ahead and give me a hit. He's waiting.
24.
Oof,
Oh, geez.
sexy.
Oh, yeah, that hits him. 12 damage. Yeah, Jerry is on death's door.
Bye, Jerry. Oh my god.
Fucking hell. What the hell, man? Why do you hit so hard?
It's the power of God's on my side.
You see, as he's like holding his crumbling bones, you see the one with the axe steps up next to Jerry. I fucking told you to shut up, Jerry. You see Jerry cowers back a bit. You hear a bone crack. Bone's just going to completely like break in half. You see like a chest bone breaks, and this other one looks at you. All right, the 4 of you want to play hero. Let's see what you got. And roll for initiative. And while our adventurers are rolling their dice, I wanted to input a bit about how combat works for listeners that are a bit new to D&D. So outside of combat, the dice rolls are paired with different set of skills that determine how a situation goes. In combat, time slows down, and now movement starts to matter more. Each player rolls initiative, which is basically when their turn starts. They have only a certain amount of movement, and time they can attack per turn breaks down to how much a character can do in 6 seconds, which is how much time their character will be acting during their turn. It can get a bit wonky going into combat while trying to keep things cinematic in a sense, so we'll probably keep it a bit loose in some ways. Now, let's see what our turn order is. We have Riley up first, then the skeletons, and then Rannagon, and then Reiya. So we're going to start this off with Riley.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a move back first.
So Riley just sees the skeletons, nopes back a little bit back into the marketplace.
Yeah, I know what I am.
Going back into the market a little bit, you see that there is there's some kind of like market stands that you could hide behind almost a little bit too if you want.
Sure. Yeah, I'm down to hide a little bit. So I'm gonna first move up to Rannagon, and he's up in center and looks like he's got to smack things at melee range. So I'm gonna cast Heroism on Rannagon, and so what this does is Rannagon is immune to being frightened, and for up to a minute while I concentrate, he gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting modifier. So that's I think it's 5.
Rannagon approves.
Yeah, and then we're going all in on buffing our front line because
Jerry looks at you and gives you a thumbs down. Jerry does not approve.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to also play a little ditty on my harmonica, except this one is inspiring, as in I'm casting bardic inspiration on Rannagon. And so what this will do is when he wants, he can roll a d6 and add it to ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Yeah, so that's the extent of what I can do. And yeah, and then I'm booking it.
A good sounding toots from the harmonica.
Yeah, actually, I like the idea of I'm just playing it while I run behind. So I go up, I give you a tap on the shoulder. I'm like, you got it, champ, and then I run behind
Is this bardic inspiration anger for how bad it sounds, or is this actual inspiration?
This is actual inspiration. You
know?
Yeah. We're not. Yeah. So I go up, tap your shoulder, and be like, "You got it, champ," and then run behind the market stall while playing my harmonica.
I'm just picturing you backing away quickly while staring at him intensely, playing the harmonica,
playing Eye of the Tiger. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
That would amp me up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm amped.
After your turn, we have all 5 skeletons.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Glad I gave you heroism, right?
Yeah.
Jerry's gonna look at you. I'm gonna hit you, motherfucker. Swings at you with a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 3 damage. Next skeleton's gonna run past Rannagon, just far enough where it's out of your reach, and come down to Reiya. Going to take a hit at you, Reiya. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Man, Reiya didn't even do anything yet. Like,
Just
you're just standing there, and they're like, I don't like how you look.
Just swings a sword at you and cuts you a little bit across, maybe like your torso a little bit. Next one's going to come down, and it's going to attack you as well, Rannagon. You see, this is the other one that is missing a hand, has an axe. The only other one that talked, that was telling Jerry to shut up, comes and swings this axe at you. 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Does not hit. Ooh, okay. 2 more. Next one's going to come down and take a swing at you, Rannagon. Ooh, another 17 misses. This other one takes out a little bow and is going to shoot Vin. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that shoot hit me.
Yep, 3 damage. All right, you see these skeletons getting in position here, pulling out these weapons, and they know exactly what they're doing with them. Next up, we have Vin.
I will take one of my ballet songs out of my pocket, and it's basically just a dagger, but the blade can be folded into the handle. So I do a little flourish while taking it out,
Oh, okay.
Nice.
and I will attack the one who dared to shoot an arrow at me.
All right, yep, that's the one on your right side.
Yep.
You're going to run up to him?
Yes, I shall.
Right. So you see this one kind of cowers back a bit. It's not supposed to saying any words. It's like, don't hurt me.
That is a 14 to hit.
You don't have to hurt me. Oh my god, it hurts. Ah! It hurts more than I thought it would.
And as a bonus action, I will send Duchess to smack him in the face.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
go Duchess.
So that should be my spell attack. She has a +5. That is a 7 to hit. I do not believe.
So how does that attack work for Duchess anyways?
She takes my bonus action, and I just roll my spell attack for her, and it is a d4 if it hits.
Visually, what is it, like a energy kind of thing? Or?
It's a force attack, I believe.
Force. So yeah, like a
She
almost
like
like a
bonks into him.
Like
yeah.
a thonk.
Gotcha, because it's like melee range.
Yes.
So Duchess just runs up, does a dive bomb, goes chit 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 chit. And just the skeleton ducks. What the fuck was that?
Your death. It's coming for you.
I think I'll be just fine, but...
Will you now? Interesting.
Rannagon, that is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Divine Favor on myself. And then I'm going to take a swing at Jerry.
So Divine Favor is this, it makes your weapon pretty much have like divine energy almost, right? It's radiant damage.
Yeah.
Adds radiant
so
damage to your weapon, so how do you
Yes.
want to envision it? Do you want this like golden glow to come over your weapon, or?
Yes.
Right, Rannagon moves forward with his longsword, now gleaming golden, and a 10 to hit is gonna miss.
I'm going to use that Bardic Inspiration.
Sounds good.
16 total
16 total. That hits. Is this on Jerry?
on Jerry, yeah.
All right.
And then my
Bye,
Divine
Jerry.
+2, so 8 damage.
Goodbye, Jerry. Jerry, just
Sayonara.
you just like slash right through him, and you just see these bones crumble as your sword goes straight through. Just crumbles onto the ground.
Once that happens, I'll turn my gaze towards the other skeleton that's talking and just hold my sword at his face.
All right. Focus this one. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, yep.
Sounds good. Reiya, that's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn to the one that attacked me, and I'm going to slap him in the face, and while doing that, cast Shocking Grasp, since it's a touch spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to miss with
Yeah.
a 9.
Yeah, you reach out to try to grab him. He just kind of like stumbles back a little bit, and your hand just he just kind of like sidesteps a little bit. Yeah.
Well, that's my turn.
Oh, that's a good turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we're going to go back to the top of the order. That is Riley. You see, Riley, as you start your turn, one of these skeletons looks at you and says, I'll make you a bet. I bet you're about to be a pile of bones as well.
I'll take you up on that. And which one said that?
the one to the left of Rannagon.
All right.
There's basically 2 on Rannagon now. 1 to the left, 1 to the right.
All right, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on that one.
Okay.
Um,
Wisdom saving throw. Okay, that is a 15, so that is going to pass.
well, that wasn't as sexy as I thought it would be. And I'm I'm gonna play another little ditty to give Rannagon another bardic inspiration. I'm investing a lot in the front line.
I see that.
Oh, and then I want to like actually move back more. Or like, you know, wiggle as much. Most of my stuff's got a range of 60 feet, so I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Sounds good.
Well, while that happens, I'm gonna turn to Reiya and say, "Who is she?"
I'm gonna be like, well, not very impressive what I do, but it seems like my friend here's got me covered. So have at it, buddy. I'm gonna run farther back. Still taking you up on that bet, good sir. And then I'm gonna turn to Rannagon and be like, please hit that one first.
this toot comes across after all this, and despite your questioning, it feels very inspiring to you.
Yeah. Eye of the Tiger gets louder, more aggressive. The harmonica remix.
All right, that is going to be Skeleton's turn. 1 to your left, Rannagon is going to go first and try to hit you. 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
My God. Next one, the guy with the axe goes to hit you, and that is a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
13 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, nat 20 is enough to kill someone like outright. That's a lot of your guys' health, I think.
I'm
At
still
least you have
here.
that
I'm
extra
still here
5 hit
though.
points.
Yeah, that would have one-shot me.
Next person's going to attack Reiya. Comes up, tries to take a sword swipe at you as a 10 hit.
That does not hit.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, you are able to just like quickly duck under it. The skeleton like does a twist and kind of centers around. You're kind of fast.
I know.
By the way, when the one with the axe hits Rannagon, Riley's gonna run out. I was like, actually, on second thought, focus that one.
No, focus the other ones. The one on Ven's gonna take a sword swipe, puts the bow away, takes up the sword. 14 to hit.
That just hits.
Does a piercing jab at you and 6 damage. Okay, that's the end of the skeleton's turns. So now we have Vin.
Yeah, shall I retaliate? Yes. Another swing of my bally song. Let's see. 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Perfect. 6 damage. And again, I will send Duchess flying to this skeleton to try a force strike once more. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Just does a little wiggle and then jumps again. Cheat.
5 damage.
So yeah, you hit him with a dagger, and then Duchess had gone behind, and now it hits him in the back. See his bones starting to like crumble a little bit, like starting to crack on death's door.
Perfect. And as a final action, I will send Duchess to Rannagon's aid. As a reaction, she can cast one of my spells that are a touch spell.
As a reaction.
As her reaction.
Dang. So you get an
Yes.
attack, you get your
Yes.
yeah. And
I
you get
am
to use
God
it as a
after
reaction.
all.
Huh.
True.
Wow. Okay. This is pretty strong.
Yes. Rannagon will regain 9 hit points.
Oh, perfect. Well, I'm just gonna look and just be like shocked that I just got.
Yeah, this
Healed by a pet.
shall be a bit painful as she is biting into you to apply a healing serum, but you know,
Rannagon just
it
gets
balances out.
bit in the arm by Duchess here,
Tinker.
by this little metal beetle. And I assume Duchess is going to end the turn next to the skeletons? Or are you going to have Duchess return back?
Yes, right behind Rannagon, so no.
Okay.
She'll stay behind him.
Sounds good. That is going to be your turn, Rannagon.
I'll go ahead and slash the one I was slashing at earlier.
Yeah, the one that talks shit to...
Yeah, what's his name? Jerry's dead.
Well, the one that talks shit to Riley hasn't gotten named yet, and he hasn't told you, so...
We can just call him shithead.
All right.
Actually, because I failed
gonna-
my vicious mockery, I actually called him poopy head, and it wasn't very
Oh, wow.
effective.
All right, I'm gonna slash on shithead.
Okay. That's not my name.
Well, it is now shithead for 11 damage. It was a 25. I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, you got that right. That does hit. Okay, also getting close to death, you see these bones starting to tear apart. You just kind of cleave into some of them and tear a gaping hole like in the middle of the skeleton's chest.
All right, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Reiya, that is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try going in for the slap again.
Okay. This one next to you, you're both
24.
You're both going back and forth, missing, but this time you lay your hand and grab onto one of these like central bones in the middle of the chest of the skeleton, and just he gets lit up with electricity. Very comically, you just see the okay, that sounds weird. You just see it just surrounds his whole body there for a moment. Deals 8 damage. He's looking a little toasted, but he's still standing.
All right, that's my turn.
Now we go back to the top of the order. That is Riley.
I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mockery again. 1 damage if it succeeds on the one that's been attacking Reiya, and we like, ooh, that looked like it hurt. You look a little toasty. That's not very much mocking, but we'll see.
You got a 15 again.
Oh my god!
Looks over at you as, yes, I would like s'mores.
I didn't do very well, but with my Vicious Mockery, but that wasn't a very good comeback either. So let's just say we're not even.
Okay, well, yes, we're even. You're right.
We're even. All right. Well, yeah, that's my turn. I'm saving my bonus action.
Sounds good. You gotta
Riley
love...
is just so far away that they just aren't hearing her Vicious Mockery properly, and that's why they're failing.
Yeah, let's correct this. Just looks over down the street. Did you say something?
No! Don't look at me!
I can hardly see you. These eyes are terrible.
I don't think I have eyes. How does that work anyway?
I don't know. I need glasses. Just looks back at Reiya. Okay, time to kill you now.
I'm sorry, Reiya. I was trying to prevent this.
Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. He's actually going to try to pin you down.
Oh god.
You look frail. You have to beat a 5.
All right, well, I rolled a 13 minus 1, so 12. So
okay, tries to grapple you to knock you over, but you're able to shift your weight, and he kind of goes tumbling a little bit, picks himself up real quick, and prepares the sword towards you. But that is his turn. The one to the left of Rannagon that's looking pretty broken up. He's like, I'm gonna take you with me.
Where are you taking me?
To death.
Take me to your leader instead.
My leader, he's behind you.
Oh, this bag of bones?
I'm not a bag of bones.
Didn't
I tell you all to shut up? We shouldn't be having this conversation. The one to your left is gonna take a swing. That's 13.
Does not
Sword
hit.
just clings off your armor, leaves just the most minute scratch on it. He's not able to pierce you at all. Then the guy with the axe is going to make an attack on you. 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 4 damage as this axe kind of cleaves into the side of you a little bit. Now the one on Vin is going to take out his sword. Don't you think you have enough things you can do?
Well, there's never enough.
18 to hit. He's like, just shut up. 5 damage to you.
Oof, yeah.
That is the end of the skeleton's turn, so Vin, that's yours.
Perfect. Well, I shall use up my healing serum on myself.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is that Duchess, or you're
No,
healing yourself?
It's just me. I have some in my pocket as well.
Just casually touch yourself and heal.
Oh,
7
it has to be like that.
Oh my god.
Sometimes one must touch themselves.
Yes.
Good.
It's that It's that self-healing
it does
ritual.
make you feel better.
Yes, clearly. And for my attack, I will do something a bit different this time. I will reach into one of my rings, and I'll turn it, and it will click. And I will cast with it Shocking Grasp. So I will just grab the skeleton's skull and roll a nat 20.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, that does hit.
Perfect. That will be 5 damage.
Yeah, 5 damage just kills this guy. You just grab both hands onto his skull, and you just fill him with electricity. You just see it go inside of his blackened skull. You see blackened hollow eyes there become blue and fry, and you just see the bones collapse, and you're just holding the head of the skeleton now.
I will turn it into my hand, raise an eyebrow, and toss it aside.
Okay, is that it for your turn?
No, I will also send Duchess flying into some other skeleton's face. Again.
Hell yeah.
The one attacking Rannagon.
Sounds good. Is there a range that Duchess has to stay in?
I do believe she has to stay within 120 feet of me.
That's pretty far, though. That's good.
It is. 18 to hit.
Left or right of Rannagon?
Right.
Okay. Well, an 18 does hit. Duchess leaves at the main boss guy here, does 6 damage as just bites into the bone of the skeleton. Yeah, what is Duchess's teeth like? I'm going to say metal, right?
Metal, for sure.
Yeah. Just gets a nice chomp down on this and cracks this bone, then falls away from the skeleton and brings the bone with it like a little dog almost.
Good girl.
Looks at you with the bone.
Oh god, I love this. I love her. I will die for Duchess.
All right, Rannagon, that is your turn.
All right, I'll attack the skeleton on the left. 14 hit.
14 does hit, and with 7 damage, you are able to... how would you like to finish this skeleton?
I'll just turn around and just slash him from shoulder to waist.
Okay. Yeah, you just slash him in a diagonal and cut through these bones that just tumble into a little pile of dust almost.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Reiya, that is your turn.
I am done with this skeleton trying to grapple me and attack me. So I'm going to put my thumbs together and spread out my fingers and cast Burning Hands. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Okay. He's like, what are you doing? Tries to jump out of the way. Gets a nat 20.
Still takes half damage.
Yeah, even with a nat 20, he's like, oh, I'm so good at dodging. leg catches on fire still a little bit. Oh, shit.
So 7.
Yep.
7 damage.
Well, that's enough to kill this one. His leg catches on fire. He's like, I thought I dodged it. Ah! And he just falls over, hands like pointing to the sky, and doesn't move again. Leg's just on fire. Now you just have the one guy left, Riley.
I think the one that Rannagon killed on his left, that was the one that made the bet with me, right?
Yeah.
So when that one dies, I'm like, shucks, I forgot to set the terms of our bet. Oh well. And I'm gonna turn to the one with the axe, and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery again. And I'll be like, oh, your buddies are dead for real this time. Are you ready to join them?
I'll give you a bet. We'll be back for the 4 of you very soon. You can bet on that.
Ooh.
What?
Okay. 1.
Wow.
Did he succeed? Fucker.
Fails. What would you like to say?
Oh. Alright, yeah, you may come back again, but the result's gonna be the same. You're about to get your ass handed to you. And given that it's just a pile of bones, man. I don't have anything to follow up with that. That's rough and feeling.
Wow, oh my god, that hurt so much. 1 damage.
Yeah, well, you still get disadvantage on your next attack, mother effer.
Alright, that is his turn, so let's see. Gonna make an attack at Rannagon. That is a 6 to hit, so that's not gonna hit.
I'm feeling so fucking useful this fight.
He thinks that he's not affected by your words, but turns back to Rannagon a little bit hesitantly and misses his swing. As Rannagon, you're able to easily move away as he's a little bit slower than his last swing on you. That's Vin's turn.
I will walk to this last standing motherfucker. I will use my Shocking Grasp again. So you see me turning my ring one more time. That is a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Perfect. 8
Nice.
damage.
How would you like to end Boss Skeleton here?
Hell yeah!
Yes, perfect. I will just grab it by the back of its neck and just snap it in half with my hand as the Shocking Grasp travels through it.
Just Zeus themselves comes up, shocks,
Yes.
and squeezes
They are
the neck of the
God.
skeleton.
Yes, I am God.
Riley whistles appreciatively.
And you just hear that very satisfying snap as the skeleton breaks apart at your grasp, and again you're holding the neck and head of a skeleton.
You broke the bone. Make a wish, quick.
As this battle takes place and the last skeleton falls into this pile of bones beneath Vin, you see the street has now grown faintly quiet. You see almost all of its merchants and passing shoppers have all sought shelter. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
14.
6!
17.
12.
Okay. So you said 6, right?
Yes.
All right, everyone.
I'm too busy going around druid crafting lilies. like white lilies, and putting them on each skeleton.
Everyone but Reiya sees that there seems to be no sign of any city guards. You see a handful of merchants who had their wares on the street teamed up and fought off some skeletons a decent bit further down the street. You also see Timon was dealing with one closer to Harlemane's shop, and seems to have won his battle as well. And after just a moment here, as you guys are all standing around collecting yourselves, you see Timon comes and inspects the bones that were around you and then looks to the four of you. Well, officially dead now. Are you four all right?
Yeah, we're fine, but where'd they come from?
I don't know. I've never heard of an undead attack starting in the middle of a city before.
We did see one in a cage earlier. I feel like somebody may have planted them.
All right, well.
However, these ones could talk. The one in the cage could not.
They could talk?
A few of them could.
I have a theory regarding that.
Well, go ahead.
I believe that these skeletons will be remotely piloted. The one in the cage was meant the figure, the dark cloaked figure that went up to it and ran off. I believe he or she or they probably meant to pilot that one, but we scared them off. So that means somewhere out there's a bunch of these rascals are still out and about. They promised they'd be back.
Oh no. That's not good. Not if they know your faces.
Yeah, so we can either investigate this or skip town.
Well,
but see, I got some plans in this town. I'm looking for some puppies to be racing and such, so I would rather deal with this scenario. How are you feeling, strangers number 1, 2, and 3, and 4?
I'll as the conversation's going, I'll go walk back to that door that I was guarding.
All right, never mind. I guess stranger number 1.
Just
I
walk
forget
away
what number
from
you
it.
are.
I'll put like a finger up.
I thought we had something.
I'll just put a finger up to like hold on 1 second, and then just go walk over there, see if it's open.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because it was like super blocked before.
Yeah, you see Timon's about to talk more, but watch as you walk down Rannagon. Oh, okay. Should we follow him?
I'll hear him and I'll wave for them to come with me.
All right. Well, I guess let's start the investigation. Why not?
Huzzah!
So you guys follow Rannagon to this large square white building. Rannagon, you know the door had been like magically barred. As you get to it though, and you try it again, you hear the door creaks open by your touch. Would you like to go inside?
Okay. I'll open the door slowly and use my divine sense to see if I can sense any type of evil and do an arcane check too if I can.
Is it still within 10 minutes of when I cast Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. I want it to have use.
For now.
Very unuseful.
You said you wanted to roll Arcana when you came into this room too?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that. All right, Rannagon. So as you go inside, you see this is a old tavern that has been repurposed into a meeting place of sorts. You see there is a very large oval table in the middle that has some mugs positioned on it. You see a few of them are knocked over. You see blood covers some of them and has formed into a pool along the floor. Immediately you see that there are 2 bodies that were left here. You see one is still seated at the table and one on the floor. The one seated is one of the men who gave you the job, Rannagon. You see the royal red Brax. The man on the floor is another red that you have never seen before. With that 15 Arcana, you don't sense any magic in this room. Whatever was blocking this has dissipated.
Okay. I'll just turn around and be like, oh, so this man here, he was the one that was having me guard the door. But I'll look at Reiya and say, but the tall man, the one that we ran into, he was in this room and he's not here anymore.
Where do you think he would have gone?
I don't know. Maybe he escaped, but I was the one that was guarding him and they had me stay outside the door, so I don't know.
Well, this does seem a little strange. Maybe we should do a little search around. What do you say?
That is a good idea.
Yeah, Reiya will start looking around.
Yeah, I will too.
I'll just say, oh, my apologies, and extend a hand to Ven and say, Rannagon.
Oh, right. Dan Hadith. Very nice to meet you.
And Riley, too.
Ryle Cinders, nice to meet you as well.
Thanks for the help back there.
No problem. Seems like you did most of the work, so happy to be of service.
And my name's Timon.
Hey, Timon.
Hi there. A great place to make new friends.
Through thick and thin. You know, honestly, some of my best friends have been those I have shared the blood of others with. Although these guys didn't bleed, so
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean for that to sound as dark as it did. But
Not weird at all.
I've been around.
All right, so leading out the back door, you see like heading towards the back door, there is blood leading that way. It's kind of like in a dark part of this tavern. The lights aren't really on anymore in here. So it's a little hard to see what's back there, but you see the blood leading that way to the back door. And then there's the two bodies here. So I'll take your guys' investigations, and you just tell me what you want to check over.
Looks like there's a bit of a blood trail here. How many people did you say were here again?
Well, only a couple walked in. I don't know who was in there. I never went inside.
You also don't know who this guy is on the ground. Presumably someone else that came to the meeting.
Does the blood trail look like somebody was like dragged or that it like dropped as they walked?
It looks more like someone was bleeding and walked that way.
Looks to me like somebody was injured and made a bit of a getaway.
Maybe if we're fast enough, we can catch up.
Oh, what are we waiting around for then?
You guys want to go check the back door?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
let my more beefy compatriots go first.
Sounds good. So Rannagon walks first. As you guys head to the back door,
You said it's kind of dark, right?
yeah,
Okay, I'll cast dancing lights just so that we have a little bit of light.
these 4 torch-sized lights come up around Reiya and around the rest of you.
Yeah, I'll have one float like near each of us so that we each kind of have a light.
Lighting up the space, and as soon as it lights up, as you guys are able to see the back door, you see the back door is actually like slightly open, and you see some feet that are laying on the ground. A body that's laying back into whatever back room that is there is just lightly cracking the door open. Seems the blood leads to that body.
All right, I'll open the door.
You go back there, you open the
Oh,
door.
Wait. Before we go, I had something important. Who wants to make a bet who can catch the first skeleton pilot? And by that, just to make this an equal playing field, since some of us are smaller and some of us have swords and such. I mean, we can just do like tag. The first one to touch one gets. We can all put a gold in.
What's a pilot?
Skeleton pilot?
You know, the fellers behind the skeletons. The fellers. Oh yeah, what's a pilot? Well, a pilot is a person that pilots things.
Oh.
They are the ones that do the act of piloting.
Very descriptive.
Yeah.
Okay, like someone that steers the ship?
Yeah, or that, or like a horse. They you know, that's what it's called, piloting a horse.
You must be from somewhere strange.
You know, okay, all right. The person's holding the reins of the skeletons metaphorically.
Oh. Okay. I think Timon understands.
Great. Anyway, let's all put a gold in, and the first one to touch one of those people wins.
So a game of tag.
Yeah. Except we'll tag him and then we'll beat him up.
Tag and smash.
Okay, do you want Timon to hold the money?
I guess if any of you can like shoot with an arrow, I don't know. It seems
Metaphorical gold.
Yeah, no, real gold. Gotta put your money behind you. I made that mistake with the bets with the other skeletons that we didn't put a price on it.
Okay, Timon's in.
I'll put in my gold and grab a javelin.
Perfect.
I'll add to the bet, but I will take my hand crossbow from my pocket and shout the best win. I'll just attach it to my bracelet.
Reiya will quietly hand over a piece of gold, but she doesn't really understand betting and she has no idea what tag is.
Oh, no
But
worries.
she's not gonna say anything.
No worries. We will teach her. Alright, perfect. Alright, now we can go ahead and solve this murder mystery.
Yeah, Timon's like, I'm in. I've never had anything this exciting in my life before.
The last is exciting as you want to make it. Like putting money down on murder. Let's do it.
All right, yeah.
I keep saying really creepy things to you, and I apologize. I would say I'm not normal like this, but...
Right, shall we open this door?
All right, so I'll push the door with my javelin open.
As you open the door, you see there's a body laying face down that was cracking the door open just slightly. You see past that is a pathway that leads to a small storage area before it leads to another door. You see there's a small bit of light peeking from the broken boards of the door, but it is shut, and you don't see anyone else around here.
Okay, I will signal everyone to be quiet and kind of point at the door that has light behind it. Just like start walking slowly over there.
Okay. Timon draws a sword, puts a hand on your shoulder, Rannagon. I have your back.
Thanks.
Anyone open the door?
I'm gonna put an ear to the door, see if I can hear anything.
Okay. You put an ear to the door, and you don't really hear anything, actually.
Okay, then I'll signal to everyone that I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
Wait, I hold up a finger. I'm gonna usher you back a little bit from the door. I'm gonna turn, get a good view of what it looks like on the other side of the door, and then wait. So let me look at minor illusion. Can I cast an illusion in the doorway so that like it looks like the door? So the Rannagon opens the door, it doesn't look like the. Well, no, because then we can't look through it.
We could try. I could open the door and you can have a humanoid walk through it. An illusion, maybe.
Maybe. I'm thinking more like if we just don't want to draw attention.
I don't think minor illusion can be that big.
Well, it's a 5-foot cube. Oh yeah, so it can't be as big as the door. You know what? I think freaks out everyone, and I'm gonna summon the illusion of a really big, like the biggest possible raccoon I can make. But I mean, it's just standing still because it's just one image.
Sure.
There we go. All right.
I'll say you can do that outside the door.
Yeah. So the illusion of a raccoon.
Okay. So you're gonna
I
prep
don't know
that.
what purpose this is gonna serve, but hey.
You're gonna prep that while Rannagon opens the door, right?
Yeah. Giant
Right.
raccoon open the door.
All right. So Rannagon, you come up to the door. As you open the door, slowly, waiting for something terrible on the other side. You open it up and you see it's a nice bright day in the market on the back of an alley in the back of this building. You see a scary raccoon appear in the middle of this alleyway as Riley casts it, but you don't see anything else around here. This scary raccoon that's giving you a hissing at you, and it's not even supposed to make sound, but it's just giving you a scowl.
It's actually kind of more creepy having if it just silently looks at you.
Yep.
Okay. Do I know it's an illusion?
Yeah, I mean, Riley could have told you, I suppose.
Well, I guess we're doing it quietly. Well, it looks like I don't need this, and I'm going to dismiss the raccoon, though.
Does the blood trail continue, or does it stop?
No, the blood trail stopped at the body that was holding the door open.
Can I go back and investigate that body?
Absolutely.
Hopefully with a new roll.
Yeah, I'll be generous today. Go ahead and
Thank you.
give me another roll.
23 on that.
Damn.
But still.
All right. You're able to turn this body over. Rannagon, you turn around and you're watching Vin check this body, and you see that it is Salvador, the other man that gave you the job. Vin, you check this body, and he has like a gaping dagger wound like in his back that was causing him to bleed along the ground, and then he has another dagger in his chest. That dagger is actually there. So the first one's just a hole in the back. Next one is the actual dagger. Someone stabbed him. Presumably with the 23, you would know that he was probably stabbed coming through the door, and that's where he died.
Are there any inscriptions on the dagger that can give us a cue?
No, I would say it's a pretty blank dagger.
Okay.
Well, both of the mercenaries that gave me the job are dead, but the assignment is nowhere to be seen.
Seems to me they were withholding some information from you. This looks like a shady deal.
For one, I'm glad I wasn't inside.
Yes. Count yourself lucky for that.
I'll go check the other mercenary that I know.
Sounds good. Your investigation is pretty good. You check over Drax. You see he's pretty normal as well as Salvador was. He has a dagger in the back of his neck, and he just has the rest of his equipment. He doesn't really have like any noticeable like items, except for a small letter.
I'll open it.
So you open up this piece of letter, and basically how it reads is it's a contract job that says to escort Eldagon to this meeting location. It says to hire an additional mercenary to watch the door. It says the business of Eldagon will remain undisclosed, but it says that him and Salvador are supposed to keep an eye on him for the duration. They're essentially just hired help. So this is just a contract, and it describes how you got offered the job. You were just another hired body, not part of the Faircoin Brigade. You see that it is signed by the Faircoin Brigade?
Well, no additional information here. Just the contract.
There was another body at the scene, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There was the one of the unknown person.
Yeah. I'll investigate that one then.
Okay. So you look over this additional body. You see he isn't wearing any distinct clothing, just some basic dark brown leather armor. You see it's another royal red. Checking his person, you see he has 10 gold coins on him. He has a small dagger, and he has a small coin with an emblem on it. Give me a history check.
Oh, I shall.
With advantage.
That's a 21.
21. Okay. So looking over this coin, you see it is a pendant lined with a red crest on its front, which is a image of a large 12-horned stag with a crown. You see the horns themselves are golden. You know that this is the crest of the Argoni Empire. And you know that soldiers and mercenaries employed by the Empire carry these coins as signs of their position and for passage into certain areas the Empire keeps guarded.
Curious. Very curious. Well, I will share all that information with the party and hand this coin around so they can also see it.
If you guys want to know if your characters know, you can give it history with advantage
Sure, why not?
to know what it means.
I got a 12.
Yeah, I got an 18.
I got a 20.
So you all know that this is a pretty common coin that the Empire soldiers and mercenaries carry around. It's almost like a like a banner to get into more Empire guarded areas. Almost every soldier and mercenary for the Empire would have one of these on them.
The question is, what sort of business would the Empire have with a bunch of mercenaries?
Well, personally regarding apparently someone that needed to watch their back, so they're not here. All the mercenaries are dead.
Makes you wonder if the skeletons are related somehow. Before this, I just sort of assumed they were a bunch of ne'er-do-wells looking to, cause a bit of a ruckus. But perhaps it's tempting to think it's connected.
I'm starting to think that was a distraction.
Yes, that does add up. Who is this person that they were escorting? That you were escorting, Rannagon?
I believe his name was Aldegon. Came here with a ship. Don't really know anything else. He was kind of rude. Remember, Reiya?
Yes. Do you think there are any clues that we missed over at the other skeleton? The one in the cage?
I think the best clue was the person that ran away from it, to be honest.
Well, that is what I mean. What if he went back?
I think they're long gone by now, but worth a shot.
If it were me, I wouldn't go back to a compromised area like this, but we could take a shot.
Why, I think it'd be blame?
Well, I think he probably has the same insignia on his skull as the other ones.
Well, something we can do though, right? So are we gonna assume that your employer was kidnapped or something? So perhaps they ran out the way that we just, summoned the raccoon. Maybe somebody saw something?
Yeah, we should probably ask around.
Yeah, I'm assuming maybe those skeletons running around, everyone was a bit distracted. But it could be worth maybe asking.
Well, we could take to the market again, see if there are any eyewitnesses to this. I guess it is our best shot at this moment.
I also like your idea of checking the cages. Maybe there's some other ones around here. If one was in one, where'd the other ones come from, right?
Good point. Can you send your little beetle to go looking around for more cages?
Of course, but there is a range.
The skeletons did say they'd be back.
Well, I shall ask around in the market, and I suppose Duchess can roam about and report anything interesting to me while I do that.
I'm gonna open my satchel and be like, Stirrups, do you think you can help with that?
Meh.
That's a no. Alright. I think your beetle will have better luck than my armadillo.
Meh.
Certainly quicker.
He's pretty useless. Love him anyway.
It gives you like a nibble on the arm, almost a bite, but doesn't want to hurt you.
I like to do some of the talking with the people, so I can ask around if there's anyone out there if they saw something. I like to think I'm decent in talking to people, or at least getting what I want. All right, I'm gonna go to the market and start looking for people to interrogate.
Yeah, it's like I shall accompany her, I suppose.
Sounds good. You guys all just want to stick together?
Yeah, I feel like we probably don't want to get blindsided and be separated, so...
Sounds good.
We can check the cages after this.
Yeah.
So as you guys come back on the street, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Yeah, can I also send Duchess up? Just so she can scout around, see if there's anything
I got an
in
18.
their area.
On the main streets?
Yeah, I got a 19.
I got a 7.
Nice.
I got a 4.
Hell yeah.
So as you guys come out into the street, Riley and Vin, you guys are able to kind of see a little bit more that's going on. Whereas Rannagon and Reiya, you guys are kind of getting a little caught up in some of what you saw in the other room and some of the mystery going on here. As you look around, Finn, Riley, you do see some people are kind of coming back to the streets a little bit. They're trying to look. They notice that it's kind of like getting more quiet around here. You have some shopkeepers kind of putting some of their stuff back up, trying to pick up pieces.
Is there one that's directly across from the alley? I want to go up to the one that would probably have the best view of it. The shopkeeper that would have the best view.
You see like a human tiefling that had like a stand in between the alleys there, like a little corner shop.
Yeah,
That might know something.
I'm gonna go. Excuse me, could I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah. What's it
I'm
up?
wondering if you saw anything coming out around that alleyway. Around the time when the skeletons were taken.
I saw a skeleton come first, and then I ran.
Wait here, and I'm gonna just a Rannagon over.
Hello, sir.
Can you describe your employer? We're looking for a person. Wondering if you saw them stumble out, or maybe were accompanied by someone. Rannagon, if you want to give him a description of what your employer looked like.
So he was a pale-skinned, somewhere Lazarus, with long hair. Probably looked like he was hiding from people. He was apparently someone that needed bodyguards while he was here. Not really sure what he was doing here.
He may have been injured, he may have been carried or coerced.
Go ahead and roll me a luck check since we pulled this guy out. And above 10 or above, he's going to have seen something. Below, nothing.
14.
Okay. He's like,
Yes, that's kind of hard to miss. I did see 2 people dragging him out. I thought maybe he was attacked by a skeleton.
So he was hurt.
Do you know what direction?
Do believe they were headed north last time I saw.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. You may have saved a life today.
Oh, that's great.
All right, we got a lead. Let's go.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck on your investigation.
Thank you.
And what did the 2 people dragging him out look like?
Oh, that's actually a good question.
It was kind of hard to say. They were wearing black, and they had something blocking their faces, some kind of magic. So it's really hard to say. I don't have a description.
But not skeleton.
No.
Okay.
I wonder if it's the same people that were at the cage.
By the description, it sounds like it. Not one individual, now a group. Lovely.
Maybe we should go north.
Yeah. I guess we'll head north, and while we do that, I kind of want to look for, like, signs of a trail. So, like, if he's being dragged, like, right, if there's any, like,
sounds good.
scuff marks on the street or blood.
Okay. Did you guys still want to check those cages?
Because it wouldn't hurt.
I know that was part of your agenda.
Did we find one?
You'd have to just go down the alleyway, really. You could return back to the one you checked that you were planning, or go to some, go down the other alleyways.
I feel like we should, but I also like time may be of the essence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess if we see an alley while we're heading north, I'll stop down it, see if there's a cage.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of alleys.
Okay. So if you see one else, I'll see if there's a cage.
Okay. Yeah, as you start walking north, I mean, an alleyway just a little bit past the one that you had originally all met in, you do see like a branching path to go off to that.
Well, would Duchess be able to notice if there was a cage, just so we're not like wasting our time looking down alleys that don't have?
Yeah,
she
you could send
scout ahead.
Duchess down one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to send Duchess down that?
Yeah, I'll send her ahead so she can scout for us.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Great, that's a +0.
Really don't need a high check on this.
That's a 4. Dear Lord.
Don't need a high check on this, but maybe higher than 4.
I will say Duchess Duchess cannot see what's going on here, but there is like a faint sound coming down the alleyway. But Duchess is just not able to figure out where that's coming from. There is some kind of like sound. That's all I'm gonna say now.
Oh, Duchess, I need to rewire your sensors. Just pet her. Right, well, there should be a lead down here. It's worth checking, I suppose. So I'll go down the alley.
You go down the alleyway. You eventually see there is another cage. That's door is hanging wide open. Initially, you see the cage appears empty, but then you see a white object at the bottom that is tapping on the metal. You hear a small voice comes from it. "Oh, body, where art thou? I missed the days we were connected to the same husk of decomposing bone. Why art thou gone from me?"
Interesting.
Oh my god.
Is it a skeleton?
You want to get a little closer?
Yes, I'll get closer.
Sure.
As you approach, you see the voice is coming from a small skeleton hand that is alive, moving, and tapping as loud as it can on the metal bars of the cage.
The hand can talk?
It seems to hear you step up and inches out of the cage, crawling on its fingers. "Oh my! Lars has visitors!"
Oh, if I remember correctly, one of the skeleton with the axe was missing an arm. But you don't quite sound like him, do you?
Oh, no. I have been removed from said body.
It's quite amazing you're able to speak being a hand.
Yes, it is quite strange, isn't it? I don't know what happened, to be honest. I formed full consciousness inside of this hand. Before that, I was a bit dumb. A bit of a dimwit, you'd say.
Now, I wouldn't talk down to you like that without knowing you a little better.
It's fine. I'm down here, so you're talking down to me. That's fine.
Yeah. This is peculiar.
It is quite peculiar, I'd say.
Do you have no memories prior to this moment?
I do have some memories. Well, I remember a death. I worked at the port. Yes, I worked at the port. I died to a shark shade. You know, sharks with legs and a stinger with necrotic energy, that kind of thing. Terrible.
Yes.
Sounds like it.
I remember coming back to life in a dark room and being kept in a cage. I think I remember hearing sounds of cheering and fighting.
Oh, fighting ring.
I do remember...
Oh, I just put something together.
I do remember some men in black that came to see me. It was, there was a tall human man. He had black hair and he put something on my head. Yes, he put something on my head. It hurt so bad.
Hey guys, I have a suspicion hearing this description. So, you know how I said I came to town to look for a bunch of puppies? So here's the thing, right? I've been having, I've been having an off day, but I've been having even more of an off week. You see, my I was having a bit of a losing streak. My elo, that is my ephemeral luckometer, was getting quite low. So I figured I needed to turn around a bit. So I came to this warehouse because I heard there was dog racing, I heard there was a betting ring, and I thought it was dog racing. But now I'm wondering if maybe it was more of a fighting ring, and then there was skeletons there, and then maybe they've been repurposed to do some dastardly plot. Does this make sense?
I believe so.
But anyway, this is really grave. This is really bad. That means that there is no puppies.
Well.
But yeah.
No puppies.
No puppies. I'm afraid that I have been duped. That there is no dog racing. My day is officially ruined. That was mostly what was keeping me going.
Is that truly?
Well, it does sound like there's something more interesting going on, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, crap. How am I to raise my elo now?
Where were these dog races supposed to be taking place?
Oh, this is warehouse, and I got turned away. I was told that I had to go to Madam Juice's GameStop or something like that to go get a pass or something to go in, but it was closed. So, and I figured I would just wait till it was open and get like the next bout of racings. But now that I'm thinking that maybe we gotta be a little more proactive about this, I'm thinking maybe that might be the next place to look to figure out more of this mystery.
I think so.
Cause he made this comment that was like, oh, it's something even better than dog racing here, and I didn't pay much mind to it because I was like, I doubt it could be better. But hey, also speaking of which, sorry I wasn't paying attention to you and your sad plight. I have some bad news. We may have destroyed the rest of your body.
What?
I'm sorry.
No!
If you want, I can go into some sort of taxidermist shop and break out like some other animal and maybe graft you to it, and then you can live life as a bear or something.
We could put you on a coon.
No one deserves that. Something cooler, like a fuchsia.
I suppose you could get me a mount, yes.
Yeah, so my point being, sorry about your body. We'll get you a new one.
I have no purpose in life.
No, that's not true. You can do a lot of things. It's just a hand.
Would you like to come with us?
You know what? How about you can stick with me until we find your body. How's that? I'll take you in.
Okay. My name is Lars.
Lars?
Lars. I guess Lars the hand now. I want Vin to actually make an Arcana check on Lars.
Gladly. Yeah. 24.
This is what I would call a magical mishap. That is what Lars is. This is going to be actually a new mechanic that I'm going to put into this game. So, some forms of creation and control magic has unknown properties in the world of Zaldan. So, Casaban created a world that is chaotic in nature, especially with its mirror plane of elsewhere. Some magic flows into that vein of chaotic arcana, similar to wild sorcery. This will be focused on creation, but also control. Since we have an artificer, a bard, and a necromancer, I want to preview how this may work. So an artificer specializing in alchemy might create an elixir and create some awesome ability for the person that drinks it. They will roll a d20, and if they roll a 1, an alternative chaotic effect will be opposed on it. A bard may charm someone to control an aspect of their mind. They will roll a d20, and if they roll a 1, a chaotic and hilarious effect may befall that charmed individual. A necromancer might create an undead and roll a 1d20 to see if they get a 1 for a magical mishap, which may alter their new undead friend in some way. Now, if a magical mishap happens, it's a chaotic effect that will be determined by a 1d100, and effects can be good or bad. They will never negate the use of your abilities, just institute some unforeseen benefit or flaw. So, some may be good, some may be bad. In the case of Lars the Hand, then, some magical mishap caused this hand to come to life, away from the body. And with the 24, I'm going to say it has something to do with when that basically mark on the skeleton head came into effect.
Very interesting. Well, I will relay in big, lengthy words to the party what you just said.
Sounds good.
Oh, it all makes sense.
How fortuitous. I was wondering, I was like, this seems quite strange because the other skeleton we saw did not have much of a speaking ability. Well, so I think we got some options here. So we have Rannagon's employer that has been kidnapped. Perhaps should follow that, and or we can break into Madame Fortusa's GameStop to get the pass. Then I can go and infiltrate the presumably skeleton fighting ring. I've already made my acquaintance with the guard there, so he knows my face.
What direction was the warehouse?
That way. I point to whatever direction the warehouse.
So Riley points north.
All right. Oh, what a
Okay, that's what I
coincidence! It's north. So perhaps we can do both these things at the same time.
Do you think we should maybe skip the game stop and just break into the warehouse?
Yes, if we are to break into this warehouse, there is no need for a pass. You make your own pass. Brute force.
Well, except it may be. Yeah, I think I'm feeling like that playing along with it could allow for a little more stealth and info gathering. Because the last time I tried to sneak somewhere, I failed quite miserably.
Last time you did not have Duchess to scout ahead for you.
And last time we did not save this
Yes.
basically entire town from these skeletons, so.
That's true. They may know what I look like. It's an option. We could also break into the GameStop just to get more information, too, because if it's connected, there might be something in there.
What if they are not connected? And what if that man was just trying to distract you?
That's also a possibility, but I'm feeling pretty confident on my intuition right now.
Well, either way, Lars, you can come with me.
Oh, okay. That would be lovely.
I'll hold up my arm and just have him crawl up my sleeve.
How ironic, a paladin with an undead pet.
This is a bit fun, huh?
You could say that.
I personally think we probably should investigate the shop before we go to the warehouse.
Oh, I think with a life in the line, time is of essence. We should skip to the warehouse.
I'm worried, though, if we go just straight into there, our lives will be on the line.
Y'all do look a bit hurt.
That's true.
Is the GameStop on the way?
Yeah.
Is the GameStop on the way? I'd like to think
It was
where
actually
it is
right
now.
across from the place that Rannagon was guarding.
Oh, right,
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, alright, it's right over there.
Let's check it out quickly.
Sure.
So you guys want to come
Alright.
out of the alleyway back to the main street to get to it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
So as you guys are talking about checking that out and you come back to the main street, give me a perception check again.
Okay.
9. It was bound to
I'd
end
say
at some
5.
point, my good rolls.
I got a 19.
10!
So Riley, Vin, you guys are distracted to go to the GameStop. GameStop. Okay, it's just GameStop now. Lars is like, oh, I have stock in that. I think it's really going to hit the moon soon.
Bad news for you.
What? I've been dead for like I don't know how long I've been dead, but couldn't have failed.
I heard about this new cool thing called Bitcoin. Maybe we can invest
Oh,
in that.
how's AMC doing?
Oh my god. Okay.
What? So you guys come out to the main street. Rannagon, Riley, you see, while the other two are distracted, that there are 3 city guards, like, wandering about, looking around. And yeah, they easily spot you as you guys are coming from the alleyway. You see it's 2 royal red men and a human woman dressed in dark steel heavy armor. Their armor has the crest of the Argoni Empire, that stag with the 12 horns and the golden crown. You note that all the city guards, despite the city they reside in, wear these crests. You see the human woman looks at you and locks eyes with you, Reiya, and then looks over each one of your companions with her sharp yellow eyes. You see they sit under a curly bun of black hair that rests on the top of her head, facing the sky. And she steps over to you.
Can we roll for her hotness? Because she sounds pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Oh.
All right. Equivalent to myself.
Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
She comes over. What's happened here?
A bit late to the party, are we?
Yes. Well, lucky you were here and came to fight then, huh?
Do I know you?
City guard. My name's Tamela. Did you see anyone come into the marketplace other than skeletons?
It's a marketplace, so it's pretty well frequented. I'm not
You know what I mean.
entirely. Like, no, I'm not sure I do.
Well, do you see how the skeletons came into the marketplace?
With
They
their
were already
legs.
here when we got here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
However, I was hired on a job to protect someone. Would that be someone of interest?
Yes. What was going on there? Was it that building? I heard some people that match your description were checking that building across the street.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out what was going on. The door was magically barred when the attack happened, so I was not able to fulfill my job, basically. It was magically normal after, so
Fair Coin Brigade business?
I believe so.
Can I do like an insight check on this guard that's interrogating us? Because, like,
Absolutely.
all right, I'm a little worried that they're
I was actually going to ask if I could do an insight check as well,
Sure.
since they were staring at
yeah,
me.
13. Because I'm a little suspicious.
20.
Okay.
20 total.
A 13, Riley, it's kind of a little bit hard to tell. It seems that Tamela is telling, like, really just kind of trying to get insight, like, on what happened here. But you can't tell with the 13 if there's any kind of schemes going on. Reiya with the 20, it does seem like she's just trying to get an assessment of the situation, doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
So, anything else you'd like to tell me?
Well, yeah, we were just a bunch of adventurers, hanging out. We heard screaming, came into the marketplace, saw the skeletons. That's about what we know.
Does the name Eldragon sound familiar to you?
Does not. No.
Well, that was the person I was protecting.
I see. Well, we will need to start our own investigation on this matter. Those merchants down the street vouched for you fighting off those undead, but my questions won't end here. Your actions don't absolve you from being suspects, so don't leave Host. Now, if you were a part of Fair Coin Brigade business, I'd like you to report to Commander Asher. Like I said, we will have our own investigation here, so I would like you to stay out of our matters, but to stay on the good side of the city and your recent employer, I think my tip is to go there quickly.
Okay, is this north? Where is Commander Asher?
Timon. You see Timon is like cowardly a little bit back. There's obviously some kind of relationship here. Yes, Timon can show you the way. He's not always completely useless.
Okay.
Yes, yes, Rannagon, I can show you that way.
Okay, well,
All right, well, goodbye, Tamela. You see, she just kind of scowls at him and looks back to the rest of you guys. Well, I'll be finding you soon.
When she's out of earshot, I'm gonna turn to Tim and like, you know that lady?
Yes, pretty much leader of the very small city guard that's here. She's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'm
just thinking that we maybe didn't pay enough attention to the bodies. So those Rannagon's 2 friends there, thinking maybe they could have put up a bit of a fight. I'm wondering if the body that we found the coin on was an enemy and not an ally. I'm not sure if we figured that out.
No, but You see the city guard like walking into that building now to check it out. He's like, I think it might be a little too late now.
Well, the other mercenaries were stabbed in the back, so I don't think there was any kind of altercation with the people in there. I think someone came to attack them.
Yes, possibly. I think we're going to need to get some more information, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm guessing we gotta do it a little quickly now.
It's up to you then. I know she wants me to take you to the Fair Coin Brigade to talk to them, but if you want to go ahead and go, we can follow our lead north. Honestly, I wouldn't trust those guards to solve anything, so I think it might be up to us to solve this.
I would rather follow our lead first.
Yes, I would like to get to the bottom of this myself.
All right. Well, let's go north then.
I would like to look at the Madame Moose's GameStop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think we were trying for
Sounds good.
the store first.
So you go down over there. What do you want to do as you get in front of this building that has that big closed sign on?
Well, does anybody have a more elegant way of doing this? Otherwise, I'm just gonna throw a rock through the window.
Shall I? And I'll take my thieves' tools out of my pocket.
There we go. There's a more elegant
Sounds
way
good.
of doing this.
And I'll try to lockpick.
You see the city guard went into the building and now not paying attention to what you guys are doing.
I'm gonna kind of just idle a little bit to block line of sight.
Sounds good. And you actually, like, as you're blocking this, you do see, like, people are really just starting to return to the market. It's starting to just, like, get back to normal almost. So it's probably good that you're blocking this.
There's probably a more Barty way I could do this. Do a performance on the edge of town, but this works.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, then. Are you proficient with Thieves' Tools?
Nope.
Okay, so just regular.
Wait.
Just regular sleight
No,
of
I
hand,
think
then.
I am.
Okay, sleight of hand and add proficiency unless you're already proficient in sleight of
That
hand.
would be a 17.
Okay. Yep, you dig a lockpick into this like main lock that's on the front door, and you hear that nice crack as the lock snaps open.
Perfect. Shall we? And I'll make my way in.
Okay, so you guys managed to get inside of the GameStop, the game shop, and see that its front space is covered with a lot of merchandise, including shelves filled with themed playing cards, tarot cards, and board games. There are shelves further back with cheating contraptions, which are made fully legal to sell in Host. Things like false hands, trick cards, and weighted dice. We love weighted dice, right? All this sits before a merchant countertop, which has a doorway leading to a back room.
I'd like to listen at the doorway.
Okay, give me a perception check.
8.
Okay, you don't hear anything.
Well, I will send Duchess ahead to see if there's anyone.
Okay.
Let me roll stealth for her, because... Oh, nat 20.
Ooh,
Nice.
it's a great
She's
roll.
invisible.
Invisibly,
Go Duchess.
you see cheat slides into the room. Mission Impossible theme playing.
Dodging tripwires.
goes up on the ceiling, hangs upside down. Looks over this room. The space itself is darkly lit, and there's a desk with many bookshelves. You see, there's nobody in this room. It's very quiet. Duchess is able to see that there's some stuff on the desks, but would have to make an investigation check to really
So
get a glimpse of that.
the room's empty.
But the room is empty.
Okay. Safe to go in. So I'll just motion to everyone to follow me.
I'll follow then.
Follow.
And I
You got-
will investigate the table.
Okay.
I'd like to look around too. Yeah.
Investigation check.
Yes. A nat
Ooh.
20 again.
wow.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Beautiful.
I just did a 19, but a nat 20 is pretty nice, so.
Yeah, and with the nat 20, I think Vin and you are just like searching together almost, and you're able to find all of the same stuff with that. You find that there is a ledger on the table that you can open up, and there is also a locked desk drawer. That everything else seems pretty ordinary, but this ledger was kind of like hidden too under like a file cabinet, like in between the file cabinet and the desk.
I'd like to examine that.
Okay. You open this up and you see this ledger that has different dates and times and shipments. It shows different shipments for different times that come to the port. You see a very circled line that says there was skeletons. You see that it shows that there's dated, numbered, and named skeletons that came into the port.
Now, see, I would have written this in a cipher. Let this be a lesson to everyone to not just flavor stuff out here.
You see a shipment of cages, and you see a shipment for an arcane pin, which I'll just go ahead and say that maybe Vin knows that it's for magic tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is pretty good confirmation that the warehouse is.
Couldn't have asked for better proof.
Yeah. All
You
right.
want to check that locked drawer?
Yeah, I will do that.
Give me a lockpick.
No,
Sleight of
it's
hand.
sleight of hand. Yep, that would be 13 total.
Okay, 13 is just enough to break it open. Then.
Good.
So it takes you a little bit longer than the main door, obviously, and eventually you get that nice click, and it opens up, and you're able to pull the drawer out, and you see there's a little bit of different paperworks here, but the most important part is you see a little small stack of approval cards for the gaming ring.
Aha! I'll take one of these.
Yeah, so I'll just hand them out to everyone. Here's our tickets.
Yeah, you can all get a card, really.
Now, here's something that I just forgot about until this point in time, but I think I have a disguise kit if we want to do more of an infiltration sort of deal. Put on some fake mustaches, strange accents. Buongiorno.
We'll see.
Oh,
from later.
buongiorno! You see a talking hand puts a little fake mustache on. I don't know where he got it from.
You got the
Buongiorno!
spirit. Yeah.
Where does the head put the mustache on? That's
No,
an
like,
important
Just on
question.
like the knuckles.
Yeah, no. You know
Yeah.
how people would always like put the mustache on like the finger to like hold up to their. Yeah,
no.
that's where the mustache goes.
I had somehow drew a black mustache on him. I found like a pin on the desk.
You're
Perfect.
quite
Does it look
talented.
good?
I think you got a
Bun-
future in show business.
Buongiorno! Yes, I will dance on stage.
Perfect. All right. So here's my proposition.
Okay.
Take these pieces, put on a disguise. You know, since we made quite of a bit of a showing of ourselves, and then we go see what's in this warehouse.
Well, we have the passes now, right?
Well, yeah, but as you pointed out earlier, whoever was remotely piloting the skeletons may recognize these. So I have a disguise kit for myself. I don't know how many people the disguise kit can disguise.
Just you, I suppose.
Just me. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got myself covered. I'm not sure about the rest of you.
I'll take my cape out of my pocket and I'll just wrap myself in, well,
Perhaps I could go in with myself with Duchess somewhere on my person, just as an initial scout, see what things are. If things take a turn, Duchess can go get y'all to do a.
I could just send Duchess ahead. I think it would be safer for all of us.
Yeah, but I got a disguise kit, and I'm really excited about this
We
pass.
can use the disguise kit after
Go
Duchess
for it.
scouts for us.
That's a good point.
Well,
All right, order of operations, then. Duchess goes scouts, and that's the order of operation, because the rest will depend on what Duchess leaves.
shall we leave now? We are trespassing.
I suppose.
As we're leaving, can Reiya just try and like snatch a pack of tarot cards?
Alarms
You
go
want
off.
to pocket some tarot cards? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Rhea just casually grabs some tarot cards, sneaks it into her bag.
Yep. Just a pack.
As you guys head out of the store and you get back onto the main market square, Timon's like, "Well, this is a weird day, I'd say. Ready to head north, I guess.
It's about standard.
Let's go get into some trouble, I suppose. Hey, you guys want to hear about my life while we go?
Sure.
All right, let's go." You guys start walking north, and Timon's like, "It all started when I was just a babe."
Tends to.
And as you all carry on, listening to Timon wander on about his life, you see the shopkeepers of the marketplace start to return back to their shops, looking over the damages and straighten up their wares. It's not much of a pause despite the unprecedented attack, and soon it's getting back to normal, as people are already flocking fully back into the streets and conducting business. The four of you move down the street as it gets back to the state of normalcy, yet far off along the market streets, hiding within the resuming crowd, a shadow glares, watching you all leave.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that is where we'll end our session. Thank you all for listening to episode 2 of the Roll for Hotness podcast. If you like the show, go follow us on Twitter at Roll for Hotness. You can email the show at rollforhotnesspodcast@gmail.com. Both of those are with a numerical 4. You can also join the show's Discord. That link is on Twitter or in the description of this episode on your podcast service. We just released our Patreon for the show. It includes many different tiers to get bonus content, including our after show called Talking Undead, where we discuss the episode and take listener questions. You can submit magic items for the players to find or NPC names. You get ad-free episodes, merch drops, music downloads, and much, much more. We've got a lot to give, and your support helps us keep making this show. So you can find us on our Patreon at Roll for Hotness. If you want to see some of what we do outside of the show, you can follow Sammy on Twitter at FairySammy for some fantastic art. You can follow Yuki on Twitter at YukiKeyOnline and watch some of her Twitch streams. You can follow Javi on Twitter at Vusketeer to see some funny tweets. Ruffin's promotion this week is to check out the pot stickers at Trader Joe's. Now, they're getting free sponsorship here, but Mr. Joe, if you're listening, you have great food, so come on and give us some ads to read. We'd be happy to. If you want to check some of the stuff I do, which includes making a lot of music for D&D, you can follow me on Twitter at Lucas_Quinn_. As well, a big shout out to Eden Perlin, who does our vocals on the parody intro Super Sexy Skeletons. You can check out more of his stuff on YouTube by looking up Your Local Wandering Bard. But that's the end of the episode. We'll be releasing new episodes bi-weekly, so the next one will be coming at you on August 11th. Stay tuned, hotties.